Hey, everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with the second round of the Monday edition of Today in Sports Betting, doing it MLB style with my partner, Scott Reichel. Scott, big weekend in the majors. The balls continue to not do much. There were some home runs. Fernando Tatis didn't get the memo that he's supposed to be hitting a $190, but a lot of people struggling out there. Scott, do you do any good on baseball this weekend?
Wasn't really that involved, but the Yankees swept, beat Chicago 3 times in a row, which made me happy because Chicago is a very, very good team.
Made me happy as well, as the Royals took 2 or 3 from Detroit. So
it's actually ridiculous. Tatis came back from the injured list, and he's had 4 home runs in 3 games.
Was it was COVID, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And I don't know that he had it. I think he was just in quarantine. So
I can't confirm or deny that. I just know that he did come back, and ever since he's come back, he has absolutely destroyed baseballs.
Yep, absolutely true. So, Scott, let's get it rolling. I know there's one of your favorite angles that you've seen this season.
It's been profitable.
It's a profitable system. It's something that usually comes into play about once every other year, Scott, but you've been lucky to be able to use it 4 times already this season. Mm-hmm. And you got 2 more shots lined up this week, and that is, of course,
the fading no-hitter angle.
Fading the pitcher in his next start who threw a no-hitter in his previous start.
Yep, and we've done the stats on it, and the team after is 1-3 in his start. So you've been profitable fading.
Sometimes they pitch well, sometimes they pitch poorly, but the teams as a whole have not done well. So, Scott, we've got number 5 going at it here as Cleveland Indians travel to Motor City to take on the Detroit Tigers. Hinges goes for Cleveland against the aforementioned Spencer Turnbull. He of the recent no-hitter goes for the Tigers. Scott, the Tigers, Scott, are favorite in this one, 6-5, minus 120.
Now, does that have to do with Turnbull being good or the fact that Hinges is actually terrible? Probably both.
I think it has to do with both, Scott. I honestly do. I think you're getting a little bit of one from column A and one from column B. And Hinges, he has really struggled, Scott.
His whip's over 2. That's really all you need to know.
His whip is over 2. His ERA is over 8.
It's over 6 and change, but yes.
It's just not good. Not good. He's only made, now, in fairness, he's made just 2 starts, Scott, and he was really good in his first one.
He's also faced some decent competition.
Yep, he faced the Cubs his first time out. He went 4 2/3 against Zach Davies and the Cubs.
No runs,
4 hits, 4 walks. That's troubling. And you'll see a theme because in his next start, he was really not good against Patrick Sandoval and the Angels. Lasted just 1 2/3, couldn't get out of the second inning. 5 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 base on balls, 1 home run. That's not good. So what Hinges do we get, Scott? Do we get the guy that was good against the Cubs? Do we get the guy that was horrible against the Los Angeles Angels?
Yeah, I think we're going to have somewhere in the middle because of the fact that that one good start against the Cubs was at home. So I'm not sure if he might be one of those huge home road splits guys. But you look at the Angels, that team is pretty good offensively. Top 10 offense in the league in terms of runs per game. Meanwhile, the bright side is that he's facing Detroit, and Detroit ranks 27th. This team cannot score. So you're looking at if Hinches gives you 5 innings, 3 runs, you might be in decent shape.
Yeah, that's the question. As the Tigers have put up 29 over their last 6, so they have started to score a little bit, Scott. But those 3 games have come against Seattle and 3 against Kansas City. Not exactly your lockdown pitching staffs this time of year. So, yeah, this is a Detroit team that's played pretty well. They actually, Scott, had won 4 straight before losing 2 straight to Kansas City, as Matt Boyd just couldn't get it done on Saturday, and then the Royals were able to walk them off in the bottom of the 9th in a game that was just horrible to watch in the finale there on Sunday. So I first of all, I make it a habit never to lay a price and take the Tigers.
You know where I'm going already because this is how we segued into the matchup. So
Yep.
We're looking at Detroit. who's minus 120. They're 9-12 at home. They're 10 under. And if you look at them in the standings, they are in second to last place. Shout out to the Twins. Meanwhile, you have Cleveland, 4 over, 2 over at home. 2 over on the road, sorry. And Cleveland, who was struggling, did win 3. Actually, I don't know if they lost in extras yesterday. But they have won 3 of 5. And at the end of the day, Detroit's bullpen, not good. One of the worst bullpens in the league. So if you're looking for a close game where Turnbull gives you maybe 6 decent innings, Detroit's bullpen might blow up again. So I got to go with Cleveland plus money in this spot.
No 4 scarier words in baseball, Scott, than here comes Buck Farmer.
Buck Farmer or who's the other one? Giovanni? Is it Soto? What's
Soto's there. They trotted out their new closer against the Royals yesterday.
Their new closer or just their new closer?
Their new closer.
They kind of just rotate in and out once the other guy starts being terrible.
Yeah, it's who it is.
But if you're talking about a terrible bullpen and a Detroit team which might have played better lately, but has not been a good team all year long, I can't lay 120 with them.
Okay, by the way, Hentges really does have an ERA of 8.5.
I'm looking at ESPN, it says 6 and change, but he had some bullpen stints, so they might have lowered it.
I've got they're counting bullpens. I've got just starting stats here. So
his starting stats are terrible.
Yeah, 8.52, 2.52 whip. So
yeah.
I'm with you. Not laying money on the Detroit Tigers. Not happening. Hentges may go out there and kick our ass. It's possible. He could give up 5 runs in 2 innings again. But
if you go by percentages on how often the Indians will win this matchup, they have dominated the Tigers in the last 2 or 3 years or so.
Yeah,
I think one year they went 18-1. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago.
That's been brutal.
So they've killed this team. I'll take the plus 110, 115.
I'm feeling you. All right, very good. All right, Scott, and moving on, as we often do, we're going to talk about a pitcher that I got to see this week. Very good, very, very good pitcher, of course, again, against the Royals, so, temper the enthusiasm, but that is Brandon Woodruff. Leads the majors in FIP, Scott, that's fielding independent pitching. Fielding independent pitching just basically means taking as many of the variables out and trying to get a little truer measure of the quality of that particular starter. He is very good. His partner, Conrad Burns, is very good. The problem with these guys, Scott,
they can't score.
They can't score. They're both in the bottom 5 in the league in run support. Burns is the worst in the league. Nobody gets fewer runs than Mr. Burns, but Woodruff's not far behind. He's going up against Blake Snell and the Padres, Scott, and Brewers actually a small favorite here, minus 108.
Snell's been good too.
What's that?
Snell's been good too.
Yeah, Snell has been very good. One of those rare free agent pitcher signings that actually worked out at least so far
now his numbers aren't amazing compared to Woodruff, but if you look at his last couple of starts, ended up going 6, gave up 1 run, 11 strikeouts against the Rockies in his last start. Overall, he had some struggles, mostly in about 1 or 2 starts where he hasn't gone much distance, which has been an issue in his entire career. He's never really been a huge distance guy.
Nope.
But still a solid pitcher, and you're looking at the Brewers who can't hit. Woodruff pitched well against the Royals. He still lost because they couldn't score.
Right.
So You're looking at San Diego, who brings the hottest hitter on the planet in Tatis to town. Milwaukee might not score a run in 9 innings, so it's got to be San Diego or pass, right?
Yeah, I think anything you want to play as far as Brewers under, play the Padres. I don't know that I'd play them on the run line. I don't know that we're going to have enough runs.
I like the first 5 under.
They're the dog, so.
I like the first 5 under because the Brewers bullpen I'm not a fan of, and with Snell, he's giving you about 6 max. He's not going much longer than that.
Yeah, that's very true. Padres bullpen's been good, but yeah, I'm with you. I think first 5 under, probably the better play here.
3.5?
Yeah, I'm sure I would just book it at 3.5 if you found 4 somewhere. Thank your lucky stars and grab it, but I don't think we're going to get 4. I think it's going to be 3.5 with these 2 pitchers on the mound. So I'm still comfortable playing that, though. Give me the first half under 3.5.
I agree.
And give me the Padres at a nice price there, minus 102. I'll take that as well.
Yep, I agree.
All right. Anything else grab you? I know we were looking at Kim against the White Sox.
At that price, I have to look at it.
Yeah, Lynn's been very good, of course, and the Cardinals are, the Cardinals are one of those teams you look up and like, oh my God, they're 10 over 500. How did that happen? Because they
Mhm.
don't seem like they're very good, but they are, at
They
least in
don't
that
exactly
division.
wow you. They're 6 over now, but they've been solid this season.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's well put. I would agree with that. And they lead the division, but again, it's they're kind of the smartest guy in the kid in the room of dumb people because they're 6 over 500. So then
But the
there's
thing I have to ask you here is, of course, Lance Lynn's been amazing. 4-1, 1.55 ERA. Kim's been good too, sub-3 ERA. The one thing I have to ask you, though, the White Sox, we know that this team was really good about a week and a half ago, or a week
Mhm.
ago. Got swept by the Yankees over the weekend. And I know both of us don't exactly like Tony La Russa as the manager. So my question is, do you think that Chicago's a bit overvalued because of the talent? And maybe La Russa isn't exactly maximizing the amount of talent that he has?
I think that's very possible. I think that's one of those things that if the White Sox can again, you can't bitch too much because the White Sox are currently in first place in their division.
Yeah, they're very good. They're also 14-8 at home. I'm just trying to say I don't really feel comfortable laying about 160 with the White Sox, who have
No.
lost 3 in a row. Meanwhile, the Cardinals have been solid. And I think that if you're looking at a low-scoring game, which we should expect with these two pitchers, I think that La Russa is going to let Billy Hamilton bat with people on base in like the ninth inning, and I don't want to bother. Find somebody who loves you more than Tony La Russa, the same as someone who loves Billy Hamilton more than Tony La Russa. Find somebody who loves you as much as Tony La Russa loves Billy Hamilton. He will swear by him the entire way through. Doesn't matter who's on base, he's grabbing a bat.
Find someone that looks at you the way La Russa looks at Billy Hamilton with
Yes.
2 on, 2 out in the bottom of the ninth.
If you think he's pinch hitting him, you're out of your mind.
I'm with you. I think Kim has been really good, Scott. He gave up 3 earned in his first start of the season,
Mm-hmm.
and since then he has given up uno. He has given up 1 run in each of his 5 starts since then. Doesn't matter how long he pitches, Scott. 3 1/3, 5 2/3, 1 run. So
As far as I'm concerned, the White Sox should be favored, but I do think that it should be closer to 135. I think 160 is kind of ridiculous.
now, are you worried at all about the fact that Kim's a lefty, Scott? A week
Well,
ago, we were all over this trend. White Sox against lefties are
they couldn't
23.
hit Montgomery in Yankee Stadium. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this.
I know, and I kind of told you, like when we took this play Friday, playing a little devil's advocate, that the White Sox numbers against lefties hadn't been as good as their numbers against right-handers.
But they
They're
kept
scoring
winning.
they're
So,
scoring 5.1 runs per game on the season, just 4 against lefties.
yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah,
But
it is, but they've been nails. They were 23-2
yeah, 23-2,
going into this
23-0
weekend
against non-Mike Minor pitchers.
against they were 23-0 against non-Mike Minor
But
pitchers.
based on the value there, I think the White Sox should be closer to 135, 140.
I'm with you. I like Kim. I like what he's done. Lance Lynn has been solid, like you said. I think this should be kind of a low-scoring game, and the Cardinals are going to get an extra bat in their lineup than they're used to because they're playing this game in the American League Park, of course. So Lance Lynn can be had. I think the Cardinals do it. It'll be I think it'll be, like I said, low-scoring monkey knife fight in the alley.
Yeah, they might lose, but I like the value.
Yep.
But if you want to look at some other matchups, I got to talk about another trend that a lot of people probably haven't realized. This one isn't as obscure. It involves the Rockies and the Mets. And I told you this before the air, and you didn't get the exact number, but you knew that they were bad. The Rockies on the road have played 19 games. They are 2-17. That's right. They have 2 wins in 19 road games. Mets are about minus 130. Mets might not be a great team because they can't score, but they are 11-4 at home.
Yeah.
So at home they're pretty good, and I can't look at the Rockies and think there's any value on backing a team that can't win on the road.
David Peterson, all he's done is make me look stupid because every time that he comes up, I'm like, this guy sucks, and then he goes out there and somehow puts together a decent performance. So.
Well, Gomber's numbers aren't great, but he has been very good over his last 2 starts. So It's kind of an interesting dynamic there. But at the end of the day, we know the Rockies' bullpen's not very good. Mets are good at home, and I have to fade Colorado pretty much every time they're on the road. Don't I kind of have to? They're 2-17.
How could you not? How could you? if you're not paying minus 900, it seems like a good value play at this point.
It is. You're going to be minus 130. I got to take it.
That's what I'm saying. All right, very good. As always, guys, if you're looking for more information on these games or any others, don't forget to stop by and check out winnersandwhiners.com. They got full write-ups, previews, predictions on every single game, every single day. It's always free. Of course, we wish you nothing but the best. Hope every tick in your pocket turns into that green spendable stuff that you like to take to Walmart and Target, all right? You guys have a great day. And, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow on Today in Sports Betting. Take care, everybody.